So I guess I'll jump in right when it hits 2 o'clock. So in 30 seconds. Man, I'm feeling it, Isaac. This is definitely nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
How do
Yeah, I felt.
how does everybody sound? Like, can you hear Isaac and Chris okay in the background? I'll ask that to the chat.
Yeah, I mean, I can hear everybody else all right, so.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're hearing us because we're in
If you
Discord.
can hear me the same, I'm sure we're good.
The Discord volume and the stream volume are going to be different.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Go for it.
All right, so I'm going to make a new component. This will be the base. It's a box. Pretty easy. Let me get some parameters in here. User parameter, so we'll call it inner width, get like 6 inches. Inner height, or I guess length, 6 inches. Say bot height. Try it at 1 inch for now. Looks good. So we'll use those dimensions to define kind of the box of this guy. Cool. And guess I won't use a parameter for thickness. Let's start with an 1/8 inch. That might be a little too big, but whatevs. Go with I want a parameter for that. Bot
You're going hard with
thickness.
parameters. I didn't do almost any of that.
Alright, so we'll outline that for the entire perimeter by bot thickness and extrude all that to bot height.
It's Fusion 360. Yeah.
Bot height plus bot thickness. So you want the top plate in there. Get that outer wall though. Hi, Jeff.
Hi.
Hey, Jeff, we thought you died.
Yeah. No, just snacks.
Oh, screwed something up.
Oh. He's already out of time. So,
I'm curious. Go ahead, Jeff.
what exactly are we going with here?
He's doing a like a breaker box or duck style flipper where it's the
Continuous.
flipper arm rotates all the way around.
Wasting precious time to make this green. Okay. Alright, so there's that. I'm gonna need 4 bot kit motors. Let me grab those. I hear a servo in the background.
Oh, yeah, that's you playing with my parts.
And alright, I see what you mean about ignoring chat, Isaac, because I totally forgot they existed until until this.
Yeah.
Parts. Kitbot motor resized because he has the dimensions wrong on his website. So this is my resized version that's more accurate. So this is what I wish people would do with Fusion, is actually nest their components instead of just having like 50 on the left. So I'm going to make a drive, what's it called, component, and keep my motors in that.
Yeah.
And then copy this a few more times.
Yeah, I started getting into that, actually doing it consistently.
So now if I want to hide
DNC.
all of drive, I can minimize this, and you know, it just makes life so much easier instead of just having 80 components on the left that you have to scroll through. Ranting instead of building.
Yeah.
What do you use to drive the continuous?
2 servos. I'm gonna mod them for continuous rotation, and then I'll have to mod one of them to be reversed. But that's all fine and stuff I don't have to do in this hour. So let's add the mounting and hole mounts. So I'm gonna get a rectangle. Project
Actually,
the
I bet
base.
you wouldn't have to mod it to be reversed. You could probably do that in your radio.
Yeah.
I want them to
Plug
share
into-
a signal though.
Yeah, but you can
Mix
mix one channel onto two channels.
Oh, no, he's saying if he's gonna run both of the servos off of one channel.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying you can have one like control channel on your physical radio in your hand, map to two electrical signal channels. on
Oh,
your
right.
receiver.
Kind of like when you
I
drive.
don't think the Fly Sky does that though.
You can do so
I
much.
don't know
with
if it
that
does now that I think about it.
I don't know either. So it's that. Add the motor mounts. So for that, I'll just have them butt up against the thing there.
up against the
The hole for the wheel. We doing in chat. Sub-assemblies
my
are great if you
Discord
can manage it.
here,
Yes, they are very great. Oh, TML Robotics, I am glad that you are organizing. You'll find it much easier to maintain. And then we're going to want that centered. This will be a horizontal line, construction. Same with you over here. Okay, and then I guess I'll just kind of eyeball how wide these need to be. Maybe that big. And then make these lines equal. And then this will have to be the thickness of here to here.
Now the
Which
Discord
is that.
video just looks like actual potato, so I've just been watching on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay.
You can watch the Discord one, non-potato, and not fully open.
1.75 millimeters.
Yeah, I think I'm just watching on YouTube at this point too.
All right, whatever works for you guys. That's really thin. Hope that doesn't shatter. And
And
you
it's not
guys are
shattering, it's
equal.
blade of armor.
Yeah. So when you do your sketches, this is a fusion tip. You always want the entire thing to be black and never blue, because a blue line means it's undefined.
You're in the fun.
You're
They
undefined.
stole that from SolidWorks.
No,
Probably.
Yeah, that's kind of what we were doing yesterday, Josh. We were, well, I guess I wasn't because I didn't have a mic, but
There. I was wondering why that wasn't working.
Yeah,
So that's
we'll try
probably
and narrate
taller than it
for
has
you.
to be.
We'll
So
try and
then-
narrate for you there, David.
Okay.
So
So I found something new at the convenience store. Flamin' Hot Doritos.
Oh, I've had those. They're
those aren't
awesome.
new. Those have been around since I was in like high school, dude.
I haven't seen them in the nacho cheese Flamin' Hot Dorito.
Or like Tapatio Doritos. Those are pretty good.
Oh, those are good.
All right. So
Yeah,
we're gonna
yeah.
make a joint. Get this attached to here.
This looks pretty good. You'll be able to mirror all this stuff over to the other side, so you only have
Yeah.
to draw half your robot, which will make it a lot easier.
That's the plan.
yeah, I was kind of surprised you didn't do that actually yesterday.
I did. I just mirrored every single sketch as I went through instead of mirroring the entire thing at the end.
Oh,
Did I
okay.
build this upside down? Oh, I did. That's why it's all. Ugh.
No, you, David.
I'm not going back to fix it. I'm gonna learn from Isaac's mistake.
Yeah, trying to go back and fix something after the fact was real rough.
Hide that. All right, so I need these holes to be things. There we go.
This thing is going to be like a brick, huh?
Yeah, that's the plan. All right, so that's one.
So we're gonna have a complete all weapon, which is yours. Then we're gonna have a complete brick.
So I don't need this to be that tall, so I'm gonna change one of these parameters of the height to maybe 0.75 inches, and then it'll all magically fix itself. So now it's shorter. Except it doesn't look shorter. Did I not actually use that as a parameter? Yeah, I didn't. I used 1 inch. All right, bot height. There. Okay, now it automatically fixed itself. And it doesn't look like that's hitting the bottom, so that seems fine. So let's mirror this whole pattern. Features across this plane. Alright, so that's on that side. Let's get the other motor connected to there.
I really need to be using parametrics more in Fusion.
It'll save your life.
They're pretty good. I'm a little bit worried that plots aren't big enough to fit your wheels, so they actually touch the ground. I wonder what your ground clearance is going to be with.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. We'll burn that bridge when we get there. Okay, so I need the extrusion of the base and the hole pattern and the mirror to be mirrored. I've never mirrored a mirror before, so I want to see how this goes.
Oh no!
But actually, it looks like it does it just fine. Oh, I need the hole cut pattern too. Is that what that extrude was? Let's see what happens. Yeah, bam! Look at that.
Yeah, because it mirrors at that point in the timeline, so it just copies whatever was built up to that point.
So that's cool. You can do that. Yoink.
Oh man, so the timeline on Fusion is down at the bottom. That's interesting.
Yeah. Instead of being part of each component, each component still has its own timeline.
Yeah, so like
the timeline shows up
if I pick
instead of
just base, here's the timeline of things that only happened on the base thing. If I switch to drive, here's what only happened with the drive stuff.
That's pretty cool.
And if I do this, it's everything.
Someday I'll learn.
So I'm gonna get my small hubs patent pending in here because you said I could use these.
Oh yeah.
So these are just 3D printed hubs. What's special about them is that they have slots so that I can get a screwdriver through the wheel to mount the motors. And I'll have to put these same holes in the chassis as well. But that's no biggie. What was the error that I just got? Inserting blah blah blah. Oh my god.
Oh no, what did you do?
It can't let you can't move parts from project to project, so I'm just gonna have to copy and paste. It's stupid, but it's not the worst thing ever. Or at least I thought I could copy it over.
I'm pretty sure you can copy the component. The whole
I can copy the body. It is not letting me copy the body.
It's
I mean the
not
component.
letting you import the whole thing. That's.
It said because it's in another project, I think. Can I paste
I keep
body?
all of my files I keep in the same project because you only can have I think.
Oh,
like
let me copy
4
this.
project folders.
And I can't copy it to another place. Can I move it? Why is Fusion so dumb?
Oh wow.
Probably don't need
I would just take the rough measurements and call it good.
I'm going to steal them from Highlander. Hang on. So I got them in here somehow. Highlander 3.4, whatever that was. I'm sure it's good. How are we doing? 13 minutes in. All right.
Not too bad. I think you're further along than I was at 13 minutes.
Oh, this is the version that got wrecked at
Whenever
Moto.
you go on like the Autodesk instructional videos, that's one of the first things that they go over is like explain the timeline stuff because it's totally different. I actually, now that I'm used to it, I like it because it feels more like an undo history, but it's kind of confusing getting right into it.
Ow.
Someone just dropped something.
Clunk.
Version 3.4 didn't have those hubs. Or at least they didn't model
How
them.
many minutes are you going to waste on trying to get these hubs into your
On little
model?
hubs, yeah.
Let's see.
You might just have
40 more minutes
to
to wait.
YOLO it, man.
Oh, I didn't model them here either. I guess I just printed. Yeah, I must have just printed them directly from that one. Alright. Ugh. Getting killed by
So
fusion.
you knew better when you weren't being timed.
I just want this. I could save it as an STL
like
and then
Isaac did,
upload
make a
it.
cylinder.
Hang on, I got
Good.
this. No, because I need to print it. I need all this stuff. Okay, so save it.
Oh, don't worry
It
about
was
that.
It was an undercutter. He did a kind of Rumham style direct drive undercut.
Okay, and then back to here. Upload. Can't type. Wheel hub. Document cannot be loaded. I'm hoping that remedies itself in a few minutes. I wonder if streaming is slowing down how long it takes to upload. Ha! Shut up, Fusion.
Maybe. I mean, there's YouTube Live is a pretty long delay as it is.
Except it shrunk it because it thinks it's millimeters. God damn it.
I don't think we're gonna hold it against you if you print off those hubs separately.
Okay. I just want them in the CAD, but it's whatever. All right, making wheels.
Yeah, just block them out.
Isolate. So let's see, maybe 1.25. And then I always use the 0.5 inch ones. I just like how narrow they are. Cool, unisolate. We have a wheel. Yeah, that's not gonna fit. Or it might, I guess we'll find out. So throw that in the drive thing. Make a few more. I think I'll just do one for now to make sure they actually fill up their space correctly. Yeah, a little too close there. So we'll go back to the base and then find that sketch of the hole. And I don't know, 1.35 maybe, bump it up a little bit. And of course that fixes all holes parametrically. Yeah, that's looking good. Throw them all on here, even though I just said I wouldn't. And how we doing? Oh, and plenty of ground clearance. Ground clearance.
Ground.
I can't talk. Ground clearance. It's good. Yay. Moving on. All right.
I want to get stuck on the floor now.
All right. Now this is way too big, obviously.
What is ground clearance?
Oh yeah, this whole robot's still upside down. I'm gonna fix that. Let's take
Is this
the
robot going to
base.
feature duct tape top armor?
No, because it doesn't have pneumatics in it. All right, so that's normal now. Let's get servos in there. So FingerTech HXT12K are my favorite servos for not spending a stupid amount of money. Don't know if I need two. It's more like, do I want to? And I definitely want to, so we're gonna put two in there.
I mean, it's plastic ants, so you definitely are gonna have the.
So I'm gonna be a little weird here, and I'm
It's
gonna
a little
make
weird.
I'm gonna make a hole for the shaft of the servo and use that to position the servo, and then once it's positioned, use that to
That's a big servo.
do the hole. It's not that big a servo.
Well, it's a 10 scale servo, right?
I don't know.
I almost wonder if you could just hang the entire servo outside the 3D printed armor.
I'd rather not.
Right? The servo's probably tough enough it's not going to get broken.
The plastic on the servo is probably tougher than the plastic on your robot.
But it's thin. I don't know. I don't want to risk it. There. So this joint, instead of being rigid, I'm going to make it a pin slot. Not pin slot. Slider. On the Z axis. There we go.
Yeah, I really like the low RPM N20s for doing continuous.
Oh, I
servo
totally
stuff.
forgot to ground my base. Where is ground?
Yeah, Isaac, on a the first few versions of last year were 1,000 to 1
Ground.
ratio 20s.
There. So now you can't drag it around. It's fixed to that point in space, and then I can move the servo. So I want it like this, pretty much. There's there's a little thing poking out here, but I think I'm just gonna try to Dremel that off because I want it like that. I don't want it to be like this because that's too much exposed servo for my liking.
I kind of like that.
That's good for you, Jeff. Okay, so base selected. We're gonna make another sketch, and we're going to project the circle thingies. Bolt holes, that's what those are called.
Oh, hey, someone just shouted us out in the war group.
Yeah, I
Oh,
saw
cool.
that.
Joshua Beavers.
Nice.
They like our idea.
Yep.
It's
Joshua
Isaac's
is
idea.
in pace.
I'm doing my best to stress that this is your idea, Isaac.
You
There.
don't worry about it.
So now with
Nothing.
And did you know
that,
this is
now I can do a joint from the hole itself up to here, and it's all perfectly aligned. And then I can
Is your servo intersecting the floor?
oh, it might be.
Oh no,
That's fine.
Looks like it.
that's where Dremel work comes
You
in.
just have to pocket
No.
it up.
So we can just do change parameters. We'll take the bot height and then put it at maybe 7/8. See how that goes. You have to do 7/8 times 1 because it doesn't know what fractions are. Except in that case where it does know where a fraction is. I don't know why. It's just one of the many quirks of Fusion. Okay, so that's like that now. And then we have a servo right in the middle where we can put our arm. So I'm going to make another component. I don't know. I guess flipper assembly. Throw the servo in there. Make another servo.
Yeah, streaming on bogus internet. That's one of the main reasons I don't do it, because like my spot when I'm out in the bus is just not enough bandwidth to stream.
Oh, Mark Harrison, I missed your save as comment. I'll keep that in mind for the future. So let's mirror with the base selected. Mirror that whole pattern. So that would be you and you. Actually, I don't want to do this yet because I need to cut the chunk for the servo. So I'll do combine. The target will be the base, the body will be the servo itself, and we want to cut and not make a new component. So
You're about a third of the way through.
oh, plenty of time. So now
If
we
you haven't
have a cool
saved
little
yet, you
hole.
should definitely save.
Oh, this actually added the I didn't think about doing that. So now those slots are there to fit into the then I don't have to Dremel. It looks like I'm still hitting the ground, but I like how that looks, so I might just keep it. I'll keep it for now. If I have time, I'll fix it. Okay, so now we want to mirror all that. So we want... I don't know if it was that hole or not. Yeah, do it 2 extrudes and a combine across this plane. I didn't do the combine. 3 features. It selected it. I don't know. Not gonna fight it. Joint U to here. Just as a rigid. Cool. I'll just do another combine. It's only one more. Target, tool, cut. Cool. Bam. So now if we hide these, there we go. It does look a little thin here, but that's probably fine. All right, so now I want to change some of this scaling around. So change some of these parameters. Maybe 5 inches for the width. All right, getting a little snug, but that's fine. And let's go 5 with the height. I mean the length.
Probably don't need
Okay.
very much battery for this.
That's a problem. Yeah, I never need battery. Okay, so we can't go to 5 because that'll hit. And I want my centered. I could offset it, but I don't want to. Oh, wait. I did the joint wrong.
Oh no.
Yeah, your axles are not
I have it backwards.
coaxial.
This hole should go into this hole. Like that. Okay. So that looks good. That totally messed up my combine though. Target tool. Bada bing. Bada boom. Alright. And oh god, what happened over here? That mirror messed with it. Let me get rid of the combine there. Okay. Okay. I think we're good there. I think I should have plenty of space in there for I'll need the battery, the speed controllers. I'm going to use a 9-volt regulator for the servos, battery eliminator circuit for the receiver, because I'm using Vexes and those don't have a built-in BEC. So I think we're good there. I can start working on the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't have servo horns. Oh god.
Rip.
Let me steal one. Nessie has some. But these aren't, they aren't gonna match what FingerTech has. Oh man.
I've had pretty good luck just designing the servo horn into my 3D printed part, and then
You
just
make it slightly less
clamp it
smaller,
there.
then you force it onto the breast.
Yeah, I think I go like 0.15 millimeters undersized in radius, 0.3 millimeters undersized in diameter, and
I
just
think-
press it right on.
I think I just want to make a vaguely horn-shaped hole in the arm and then like epoxy if I have to. I think that's a little
Okay.
safer. Okay, so there's the horn. Get that on here. I don't think it goes that. Oh, it does. Okay. Which way's forward? That one's forward. And that will go in flipper assembly. We'll need another one. Oh, almost halfway.
Heads up, you're almost halfway.
Oh, thanks, Jeff.
Yep.
Okay. Bam. So, new component. Call it flipper.
Looks good though. You're pretty far along considering you've got half your time left. The weapon probably won't take that long. You'll have a while to tidy up and get some niceties in there.
I sure hope so. Let's see. I think an inch might even be too big. Yeah, I don't think it needs to be that thick. 0.75. Yeah, something like that. We'll get a rectangle. Whoop. And that'll go out some arbitrary amount. Center point on that line.
What is that sound?
That's my, like I popped it in place noise.
Oh.
Let's see.
I just hear it and I just heard it and instantly made the noise back.
Jeff just likes the noise. All right, I'm going to project the front wall, and then I'll say take the distance between that and the front wall and do like 0.5 inches, and make that a construction line. Okay, so take all this. That should also be a construction line. Even these holes.
I'm gonna find something sitting for a while. Yeah.
And this could be... I think a quarter inch is probably just fine for plastic. That even might be too big.
Quarter-inch armor.
This is the arm.
Oh. Yeah.
So let's attach this to here. And then we'll do another combine to this with the arm and cut that whole chunk. We're gonna have to extrude that later, but that's okay. Keep tool. Bam. See how that looks. Yeah, that was not the best idea.
Tom had a question in chat about how you're going to screw your drive motors into the mounts. He mentioned earlier that he's going to make hole access holes for a tool in the outside, and then he's got special hubs 3D printed that have got access holes as well. So there'll be access hole all the way from the outside to be able to.
There'll be holes all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for explaining that.
Yeah.
Sorry for neglecting you, chat.
He's zoned.
Alright, you gotta keep your eyes on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the hot seat.
Bam. Okay, so now we have a horn-shaped. I don't know what that is. All right, I'll fix that later if I have time. Okay, so we have a horn-shaped thing. And isolate. Stop dropping stuff, dude.
That one wasn't me.
Okay, so that's it definitely reminds me of an arm, so that's good enough.
It's vaguely arm shaped.
Let's make the actual, so I don't know if I want to make it like duck where it's like perfectly vertical or if I want to actually wedge it.
That could be an arm if you put some elbow grease into it.
So maybe...
I like Duck's little spike at the top of the duck head.
Oh, so you can use it as a
Like
The axe spike or whatever he calls it, yeah.
I think I'm going to wedge
Yeah.
it.
Wedge is big, especially coming to Colorado. Colorado is the land of big horizontals.
Yeah.
So I'll just go... whoop.
Land of big serious builders.
Land of the tryhards. I'll just get that roughly where it is and then use a joint later. You know what? I'm gonna mirror it first. Go back in time. Mirror. And I'll just mirror the body, not the component, because I want it to be all one component eventually. So that's over there. Joint. Put it on this one actually. These should actually be revolute joints, and I'm definitely going to spend the extra time to correct that so that I can see them move back and forth. Where to go? Don't know what happened there. Joint wasn't jointing. Selected joint will result in conflict. Do I have another joint here already? Oh, look at those. Okay, delete those. Oh man, don't do that. Just delete that one.
Oh man.
Edit this. No, it's fine. And then this needs to be a revolute, and we're good. We're good.
Nice.
Just gotta stay calm and not panic.
Well, I guess it depends on where you're at. For plastics, I'm pretty sure it has to be either PLA. I don't know.
What is this? Oh, that didn't attach.
Joshua, where are you competing at? I think guys in Colorado were pretty strict about structural components being approved plastics.
The other thing they are strict about is no magnets.
We'll have the event where we're gonna fight all these 1 hour builds just has a wood floor, so magnets wouldn't help you even if you put them in there.
Beautiful. I love wood.
What did I do to make this happen?
Excited to be fighting on one next week.
Oh yeah, you're going out to Cirque.
Yep. That's actually one of my favorite arenas to fight in. I love the Cirque.
Oh, you're going to Cirque, and everyone else is going up to Canada, and I'm not going to. I wanted to go to Canada, but passports and shit.
Looks pretty solid.
You put that back at 0.
Yeah.
I think it might be because I'm trying to make if it's treating this as a component and not a body, it's trying to attach them with a fixed distance between them, and that's why it's conflicting. Did that work? No. Okay, so when I mirror that, I need this to be a component. Why is it not giving me that option? Mirror. Screw that, just copy and paste. No, but I need it mirrored for the whole pattern, damn it. Mirror. See, now it lets me do components. Whatever. Okay. So now they're their own thing, and I can add them. I'll combine them to be their own object once they're in the position I want them to be.
You're coming up on 40 minutes in.
Okay.
This is the way through.
I just fixed that. Why is it still sideways? Okay, it's because I went back in time. That's
You
right.
yell at it?
All right. Good. We're good. I'm good. You're good. We're all good.
Time travel is dangerous.
Extrude to object. This one, please. And join. And now we'll take these and combine them. Target with this. And we want to join. Bam.
Very nice.
Whee! I just want to do cartwheels with it. What is that? That's just okay. Just hide that. All right. So the revolute should have been on the servo horn and not on the arm itself, but that doesn't matter. All right. I'm feeling better.
All right.
About
So
time.
what kind of tape are we selecting for the top armor?
We're gonna use 3D printed ABS, my boy.
Oh shit, that's good. That's good printed. Or that's good tape.
Oh gee. Let me take a breather and see what I want to fix here. So let's fill it some stuff. So let's go.
Those motor mounts look like they're pretty frail.
Fragile.
Yeah. Let's reinforce
Yeah.
those. So let's go back in time
That'd be a good place to start toughening up.
to
Instead of going back in
before.
time, we'll keep connecting the back wall.
It's a shame I can't actually go back in time and give myself more time. And we'll hit these guys. To something more like that.
Mm.
Ooh.
And I guess it's going to make me do this side too. I don't know why. It's probably for a good reason, but I don't want to waste time.
Went further back in time, it might have mirrored it.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. But I don't see any more mirrors on the timeline. Maybe I had the whole thing selected and I was in the wrong component. So now if I go forward in time again, nothing happens because I need to add them to the mirror. Oh, I didn't even go all the way. Cool, cool. So let's find that mirror. Should be this one, I think. Yeah, so we'll also select the fillet.
Oh, Joshua, you're running an experiment to see if it's overpowered in plastic ants. I can almost guarantee the answer is yes. TPU is really tough stuff.
Yeah, it is. Well, TPU it would just absorb all the hits, almost like polypropylene.
Yeah.
The motor orientation is a little goofy. It's 45 degrees off for actually no, that should just fix with the whole mounts. Never mind. That shouldn't be a problem. So what I want to do is like add something to cup these motors a little bit. But what's actually more important is I want to add a duck spike.
Put a top plate in there. I mean, if the motor mounts break, you can always just hot glue the motors in place.
Yeah, that's a thing. Definitely not that big, but we will adjust it. These guys are equal. And I don't know, half inch off the ground. Oh, it is that big.
Oh, Dustin in the chat. I think probably the main reason is to save on weight. I don't know. I guess he's asking why the weapon is so small, and I guess I can't speak for David's design, but for myself, I usually like to start out with kind of the minimum profiles, and then I check the weight, and then I thicken stuff up at the end.
What's small about it?
Maybe the height?
Yeah, I don't know either. Maybe just thin.
Okay.
I mean, it's also for plastic ant waste, so it's not super high energy stuff.
Yeah, and it's not even a weapon. It's a.
Okay. Not super high energy.
Well, I mean, you know, until you showed up.
One thing I bet you could do is you made your wedge 45 degrees. I bet you could go down to like a 20-degree wedge for very little weight penalty. And then the effective thickness against horizontals would be really, really good.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
Nice, adding in the little duck spike.
Whack.
That way you can backhand on top of people and just like crush into them.
That's the plan.
The only thing I'm worried about the duck spike is printability.
It should print facing up like this, so that's really easy.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. I was thinking it was like a flat plow, not a triangle plow.
Did I pick the wrong line? Why does it look weird? It's like it didn't join here.
You have 15 minutes.
I might have to leave this messed up.
Uh-oh.
Then just throw fillets on it, call it good.
That's what I'm going for, but it's not doing it right. That one looks fine. But that one does weird stuff. No, just do a smaller fillet. Okay, duck spike done. Good, whatever. Looks stupid. It's fine. Let me fillet this a little bit. Alright.
I almost feel like your parametrics may have slowed you down in this process more than helped you out.
It's probably because I didn't go back and change much. So like I set it all up so that I could fix stuff later, but didn't have to.
Yeah.
All right,
I
now.
almost never designed.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So I'm the absolute worst at this, but how do I make like a cup for this motor without making it like impossible to press in?
Make it bigger than egg glue.
I would probably do the top plate first.
Oh, I don't need top
I would
armor.
do.
You
Well,
just use tape.
I'd probably draw on the surface of the motor mount and then like extrude it out. Yeah, you got the right idea.
Yeah, you can project.
No, like that's all fine, but if I make it the exact dimension of the motor, it's not gonna fit. Or maybe my printer just prints stuff small.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
my
if
printer
you
prints stuff small
project
too.
the geometry and then use the center project.
You cut out. I
and
couldn't
then
understand what you
extrude
just
those.
said.
I make all my motor holes for that size of motor 16.3 millimeters instead of 16 millimeters
So you add an extra 0.3 for
to the diameter.
okay.
So
I'm in
like the
wrong
guideline
part.
I go by, 2 millimeter oversize is like a snug fit. A 0.2 oversize is like a press fit. A 0.3 oversize is like a snug fit, and like a 0.4, 0.5 oversize is loose fit.
You might have to repeat that. I was blanking out for a bit because I thought I crashed. Let me save.
Like meters.
Okay,
per
so
press.
so how much bigger should I make this then?
0.3 millimeters. It should be
0.3?
16. It should be 16.3.
Okay.
Is that just a general rule for slip fit stuff for your prints? 0.3 ish.
Yeah. 0.3 is not slip fit. It's snug fit.
Okay.
0.5 millimeters is slip fit.
That's the distance between.
Okay.
So like
That's almost exactly how I was doing mine too. So that works out well for my.
That's the radius distance. Or
So I
sorry,
should
that's the
do-
diameter. That's the diameter distance.
so
In radius, you do half.
0.125 then, or 0.15.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Yeah. 0.15 offset.
millimeter. Capital.
Oh yeah.
millimeter.
Using freedom units.
Why
What's
did
wrong with you?
Why did it change my hang on. You 0.15 millimeter?
Yeah.
Okay. Other way. Negative. What's that number? I don't understand anymore.
I mean,
It
it's
says
not
fusion.
50% of the robot's weight, but it is like as wide as the entire robot. So he's halfway there.
Why does it not like negative 1 times 5 millimeters? Fusion!
My stream last night, I went hard in the paint with the weapon.
Bam. Okay. And then get this little sliver cut. Cool. Alright. So that's a little more beefy now. Looks like a chair. That's cool.
Nice. Yeah, that'll definitely hold up better.
I'm just gonna hope your robot blows itself up before it fights me. That's the strategy.
Good luck with that.
Oh, don't want that. Features. Specifically that feature. Why is it all the way over there? Okay, somewhere I lost my center line. Oh no. Ugh.
I'm curious to see how this does, because I kind of want to build a 180 degree.
I'm gonna have to go with 2
With
mid
their-
planes. Somebody's knocking at my door and they're gonna have to leave. Hopefully they heard that. Did my stream die? I see it buffering.
It looks like it just has more lag than it used to.
Okay.
Let me see.
Okay, so those are the new mid planes now, since I invalidated the originals.
I think the stream died, but it does look like there's like multiple minutes of lag now.
Sorry, they don't notice the lag. They'll just hear the call later.
Okay. So we want to mirror all these features. Got 10 minutes. So I'm gonna do this, make the top plates, call it good.
I mean, it's pretty much robot shaped by now, so
Yeah,
you're not
I think
missing
you
out on
finished.
much.
The way it sits right now, you can get away with speed with it.
Why is it all the way over there? I'm mirroring across this plane. Let me try again. Okay, so this extrusion across this plane should not go all the way over there.
I think one thing you're missing that would be pretty crucial is a nice big fillet on the inside of where your arm's attached to your wedge,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
giving you like a big side blow and shearing those off.
God dang, that's my strategy.
Not mid-plane, mirror. Features. That across this. That is not how mirrors work.
I'm still on the fence. Do I build like a huge clone, or do I just build a big ass deep six?
You want to build a little mini Deep Six, plastic and Deep Six? I should go for that, man. Change your whole design right before you're supposed to cat it. What could go wrong?
I mean, maybe a couple extra blades, but that would be an interesting project to see fight.
I'm gonna pop out of the chat and pop back.
I do not know why it's doing this.
Oh, that's good now. That's weird.
You might. Can you extrude from a different start location than a sketch location in
You
360?
can pick like a face, and then I could extrude here.
Yeah, maybe do that instead of mirroring it, because I don't want you to spend like tons of time trying to figure out.
I'll
why
just
it's scooped up.
let me try mirroring it the other way, see if that's less broken, and then I'll
Just slice the whole robot in half and mirror.
Ooh.
Why is it selecting? Oh, that's why I was clicking on the wrong thing. Okay, no, I'm pretty sure it's still wrong. Okay, that one's less broken, but like you can visually see that that is not the same distance. Whatever. Do it again. So make a sketch here. Project the weird shape. And then just extrude that out. I don't know how far I did it. Maybe 0.5. Yeah, 0.5. Okay. At least I'll have 2 wheels that don't break. Okay, we're gonna take this.
Left.
I'm gonna copy, paste, slide it on down.
Yeah, we're in the end game now. Sacrifices. Joshua Beavers in chat says, "Put top on it!" Exclamation mark.
I don't need top armor. I need reinforced motors.
This is David Small we're talking about. His robots don't have.
If any top armor, it'll be a miracle.
It's just gonna have a piece of tape on it that says top armor. So there was a melty brain at the
classic.
There was a melty brain at Destruction Under the Stars that had no top armor. It just
Good.
had a piece
All right,
of
there it is.
over the top of it with
Yeah, these stupid things.
top armor written on it.
All right, so yeah, top armor. I don't even know how you design top armor. What is top armor even? So I do have some room here for screws, so I'm just gonna do that. And this can just have one big fat plate on the top. Yeah, something like that. I don't trust mirror anymore, so I'm just gonna like do it all one at a time.
I like to mirror my parts, but I always do it at the very end. Everything is designed, then I to the other side. Otherwise, I end up screwing myself up on it.
Cutting out a little bit. Is your mic adjusted or internet goofed up or?
I think all of us are cutting into that.
Hmm.
We'll restart the Discord call right after David's done.
I sent my
not getting...
link, by the way, in the chat, so.
Yeah, I saw it. So I'll start the call on the next one because I have the fiber internet. So I should be right at the host.
Yeah,
the delay in YouTube Live is pretty brutal.
It's not giving me a circle here to work with.
Can you do Phillips? That's funky.
Ugh. And then it just... What the heck?
5 minutes remaining.
Oh boy.
Your stream is. Oh no, I'm watching far back. Sorry. Yeah. So
There,
on
there.
your
I
stream,
got my circles back. Okay, okay.
Yeah, on your stream.
Let me jump on real quick. So the stream might have just cut out.
Uh-oh.
I guess I'll just show. Here's the robot. You know, like Jeff and Isaac and Chris all saw that I finished it in time. It's a box. Yay. So, I guess...
And I hope OBS doesn't make me restart before it'll stream.
Oh yeah.
I guess worst case, if this cut off, I'll just make a video editing it all put together and re-upload that. So you guys will still get to see what it looked like at the end. Let me take the top off so you can look inside. Plenty of space in there to add the electronics and stuff.
Yeah, it looks really solid. I'm actually thinking that could be pretty competitive because wedges win and nothing.
Yeah, we saw from fucking from Advanced Darkness.
Oh.
Oh, it looks like it came back. Okay, so it looks like people saw it.
Yeah, the stream came back now. They just missed a little bit of the intermediate content.
Okay, I think all that happened was OBS crashed and I didn't notice. I don't know why. It was just gone from my desktop.
Yeah.
But, oh well. That's how you learn.
Well, that's
So apparently I have to enable two-factor authentication.